Well, g'day, good morning, how you going? It's Roger Roadside here saying hello. Hello! Well, listen, apologies if I've got a bit of a croaky voice this morning. The little one was up during the night. He's got into a bit of a habit over the last few nights of waking up around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, and just being bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and wanting to laugh and play at ungodly hours of the morning. And I'm very tired, but I am pushing through. And I just wanted to have a chat about this situation with the Bulgarians. I don't know if anyone's seen this in the newspapers or has just heard it on the radio, but apparently there was a group of Bulgarians that have fleeced this country for not £100,000 or a couple of £100,000 or anything like that, but millions of pounds in fraud, in benefits. Oh, benefits! I remember benefits. We don't know what benefits are. It's more the people that either, who want to take advantage of the system know what benefits are. Apparently, she got done. She was part of a group, and they all got done. She got sentenced. Again, I preface this by saying that she didn't steal a couple of £100, a couple of £1,000, a couple of £100,000. No, multiple millions of pounds of taxpayers' monies that's been either wasted away, probably gone off. Look, if I'm brutally honest with you, I'm sure that she's probably not seen a lot of it. I'm sure that she's probably just been a part of the act that has ciphered out the money and sent it off to God knows where, and it probably goes to someone else in another different country. But basically, they got found guilty, got 3 years, just 3 years, and of those 3 years, only served 18 months because that's the way the justice system, the prison system works, isn't it? It's a really good prison system, isn't it, Mr. Lemmy? Sentenced you to not only a meagre sentence. I think it wasn't a girl that got done for hurty words on Facebook. Didn't she get 12 months? Something along those lines. But apparently, if you steal tens of millions of pounds from the government, it's only 3 mil. It's only 3 years. Only 3 years behind bars. But and then again, you're not even really spending 3 years behind bars, are you? It's 75% of that, really. So 18 months you got, and then hey, here is the kicker, right? Here is the one that squarely kicks you right in the middle of the groin, right where there's a little satchel full of chestnuts roasting on a chestnuts roasting on a, I can't remember the line now. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Kick you square in the goonies. This is the kicker, right? Gets out of jail. I can't work. I've got stress now. I've got anxiety from spending time in jail. So, ipso facto, benefits straight away. No, she's been convicted of benefit fraud, and we're giving her £1,300 a month in universal credit. How does that work? I'm on 30k a year. I'm lucky if I take home 1,900 a month. You're telling me that I could just get signed off from work and just go, I've got stress, and earn 75% of that, roughly? You telling me I could do that? You're having a laugh, aren't you? And that's me, who's not even taken it. I've not even gone to prison for trying to fraud the government for trying to, I'm not even got to, how does this work? Make it make sense. What are your thoughts on this situation? I don't know whether, I assume that even though she's Bulgarian and she's part of this Bulgarian group that have been found to be doing this fleecing of UK taxpayers' money, I would assume that they're probably here on some sort of visa. It wasn't reported that they were illegal, so I assume that they're here on either some sort of visa or perhaps, maybe they've been here for many, many years from before Brexit and all sort of stuff. And maybe they've got the right to remain. And look, this is the reason why, or this is part of the reason why. And this is a very interesting point. And if you've made it this far, I thank you very much. Nigel Farage got hammered for wanting to bring in something for those who are on the right to remain, those who've got the indefinite leave to remain, which is what I've got, right? I've got the indefinite leave to remain. So I can stay here. I've done my test. I've paid my couple of £1,000, and I can stay here indefinitely, right? Because I've applied for that visa. I was eligible for it, and I got it, right? However, but after that, there is no sort of, are you still, are you still eligible for this visa? I know it's indefinite leave to remain, but are you still eligible for this visa? Are you still working? Are you still bringing money into the country? Are you still a law-abiding citizen? There's no further checks after that. And this is a perfect example of, because there's people in the news that are going, oh, well, we should deport her. But the problem is you probably can't deport her because the way the current visa structure is set, if she's got indefinite leave to remain, she's basically a British citizen, even though she might not have paid the extra couple of £1,000 to become a British citizen. She, for all intents and purposes, she's got the same rights as a British citizen, which means that even if she breaks the law, then you just can't deport her. And that is the problem with not having regular checks when you're doing things like granting visas for people to stay here, and especially granting visas for people to stay here indefinitely is just such a stupid idea, because Nigel Farage's argument is, what's stopping people from coming over here, going through the necessary processes to be eligible for a visa of the indefinite leave to remain, which for all intents and purposes, all you need to really do is be here for 5 years. That's essentially all you need to do, and then you need to pass the test, and you need to show that you're working and that you're able to support yourself and all sorts of stuff. All things that we can all invariably do temporarily. Like, just because I've got a job now doesn't mean in 6 months' time I'm going to have a job. But yeah, the point is that there's no check. So this is a big reason as to why allowing people to come into this country who aren't Indigenous people, if there's no ongoing checks to see whether or not they're still law-abiding citizens and there's still a positive impact on the economy, then if they're not, why are they here? Why does no other country do this? Why doesn't this happen in China? Why isn't anyone taking advantage of any benefits or anything like that in China or the Middle East or I don't know, the Netherlands or maybe they are doing it in the Netherlands, I don't know, but you never hear about these sorts of stories happening in many other places other than your Britons or your Americas or your Australias, for example. Why is it only those few countries? Anyway, I'd be interested to get your thoughts. What do you think on the matter? Do you think it's fair? Do you think it's fair? Maybe, she's probably got the indefinite leave to remain. Is it fair that she can just, after being put in prison for being a fraud and taking, stealing benefits, is it fair that she can now just sit on benefits in the country? What are your thoughts? Get them down below. Make sure you subscribe. Listen, I am a bee's dick away from 50 subscribers. I am at 45 at last time I checked. So thank you very much for everyone who's subscribed. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button. It really does help me out. And as soon as we can do some live streams. Wowzers! And I'll stream my little journeys out to the masses, and I look forward to that. But listen, I won't waffle on any longer. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope everyone's well, and I look forward to reading your comments. And this is Roger Roadside saying ciao.